Welcome back to the channel. I am Sada Blair, and I just want to say Happy New Year's, everybody. And a lot of y'all might be thinking, dude, it's the middle of March. What are you talking about? So, for y'all who don't know, today it is currently March 19th, New Year's Eve, and tomorrow is March 20th, the official start of the new year. If you are aware that spring equinox is the true new year. And before I get into this, subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Drop a comment telling me Happy New Year's. But the spring equinox. So the spring equinox is when the sun and the moon, they both are out for the same amount of time for this day. But it is a symbolism for the light triumphing over the dark. Because officially after this day, our days will be longer than the nights. That means that the sun will be out longer than the moon. This happens between the 19th and the 21st of March yearly in the northern hemisphere. But in the southern hemisphere, it happens between September 20th and September 23rd. Ooh, these ducks over here fighting. Hopefully they don't attack me. But I'm gonna ignore them and keep going. So, think of it like this. Earth is alive. That's why we call it Mother Earth. I like to use the word Gaia. But whatever you call Earth. Just like a human, the Earth goes through cycles of life. I think the ducks agree. But in spring is when the life begins. As you can see out in nature, the environment starts to come back to life. You see the trees start to bear fruit again, and they start to regrow their leaves. You see the grass start to grow. You see everything come back to life. You start to see the animals that were just vacant during the wintertime. And then after the spring, you have summer where everything is youthful, is thriving, everything is out. And then you eventually get to fall where things start to decline, just like in older age where we start to decline. And then you eventually get to the cold depths of winter when everything dies off. Just like our life, we eventually die. Everything has cycles, even the earth. And they like to say that the New Year's is in December, in the middle of winter. But how can we celebrate such an iconic event in the middle of a season? The season hasn't even changed yet, but yet we're claiming it's a new year. And you wonder why so many people have these New Year's resolutions and they don't have the energy to complete them. They give up on them within a week. I'm going to go to the gym. You maybe go to the gym once. Maybe you sign up for the gym, but you never go. All of these ideas that doesn't last. You doesn't follow through the actual, see the manifestation because you don't even have the energy for it. The earth is still dead. The vibration has not risen yet. But then, if you align yourself with the true new year, with the spring equinox, as you make these resolutions, as you make these plans for the new year, you will see the earth be renewed while you're being renewed, and you will have the energy because the energy is abundant at this time. It is spring, it is youthful. Everything is in its youthful stage. Just like the manifestations, if you are trying to go back to the gym, or if you're trying to work on a new hobby, or if you're trying, whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to do it, that means you haven't started it yet. So you're still in the youthful stage. And that is a good thing because now, if you celebrate the new year on time, you're aligned with your manifestations. You're not stagnant from the dead energy that's lingering around you. And also, if you follow the astrological calendar at all, or if you know anything about the zodiac signs, Aries is the first zodiac sign, but yet New Year's is in January. Aries season started in March to the end till April 20th or 19th, somewhere in that line. So how can the first zodiac sign not align with the new year? But if you use the spring equinox as the new year, not only does it align with the earth coming back to life, let it be in spring, it also aligns with astrology. Now, the first sign in astrology, which is Aries, and now, what is Aries season? March 21st, one day after we celebrate the spring equinox. And that's perfect alignment. And this alignment goes so much deeper than just these things. I got a little notepad here. these are structures around the world that perfectly aligns with the spring equinox. We have the Great Pyramids of Egypt, not the Great Pyramids of Egypt, but the Great Sphinx of Egypt. At sunrise, the equinox resonates perfectly with the sun. It's like the Sphinx is staring directly in the direction where the sun rises. And this is a representation of the Egyptian god Osiris being resurrected. Then you have the Cambodian temples of Angkor Wat. It's the largest religious structure on this earth. And the sun peaks over this structure and symbolizes the light over darkness and the gods returning to heaven. Like I say, the spring equinox represents light triumphing darkness. Because now, just like in the fall equinox, it represents darkness overcoming light. But we're reversing that. Now the light is overcoming darkness. Although on the day of the equinox, the sun should be out for 12 hours and the moon should be out for 12 hours. But from that point on, the sun will slowly start gaining more and more dominance over the moon in the day cycle. And then that's not the only structure. We have the Monk's Mound in North America, which is where I am, the largest man-made mound, and we also have Europe's largest temple, the Nadan Temple. It aligns with the equinox. And a few other honorable mentions I would like to mention is Cal's Temple in Guatemala, Chaco Canyon in USA, I'm not German, sorry, but Nebel Livica Temple in Ukraine, and the megalithic temples of Malta, most notable Madra. All of these temples, all of these structures align perfectly with the sun during the spring equinox. And it's not just by coincidence, it's because this knowledge is something that's been passed down since ancient times. That's why they built these structures. It's representing the return to the light. And spring equinox, unlike a lot of other holidays, is something that's celebrated throughout the whole world, throughout so many different religions, throughout so many different cultures. Everyone partakes in the spring equinox. Maybe not everyone knowingly, but this is recognized all around the world because of its deep spiritual significance. But think of it like this. If I was running the government and I wanted you to throw your power away, I would have you lost to the point where you couldn't even comprehend time. I would have you thinking that the new year was the wrong time just so you could be in that stagnant motion. Knowing me, I want to manifest for the best. I'm over all of y'all, so I'm going to truly manifest with the new year, and I'm going to leave y'all out in the darkness. I'm going to leave y'all lost and confused. Know thyself. They say know thyself, but you also need to know what's going on in this world. And it's a lot of falseness being taught. It's a lot of things to keep you in the darkness. It's a lot of things to keep you ignorant. But I hope this video has been nice. I am Sal the Blurred. Until next time, Happy New Year's.